Prof.L.B.Gayakawad. Today I am talking about the best topic which I have taken on the special day of the Ramanavami. Remember, I am from Muktinagar, Maharashtra, and I hope that you will watch my video and will like it and comment it. With this, I start. Today, I have taken the subject of the ideal Lord Rama. So, at first, I will discuss who was the Lord Rama. Remember, this Lord Rama was one of the major deities and seventh incarnation in our Hinduism in the great ancient Indian epic, the Ramayana. So remember, the point is that everybody is very well known with this Rama, who has been the greatest and ideal hero of the greatest epic, the Ramayana. He has defeated the evil and he has progressed the dharma, that is the ideal moral duty. Remember, the ideal moral duty means he was completely at the side of the moral values, means virtual qualities, and he did not go to the badness in his life. That is the important thing which I want to tell you here. Remember, this Rama has been called the Maryada Purushottam. It means the perfect human for the moral values, moral virtues, and he has not crossed the boundaries of badness, because he did not love any kind of the badness. He loved only the goodness in his life, and that's why he is called the Maryada Purushottam in his life. So India's culture is meaningless without this man. I will say he was the man. Actually, he is our God, no doubt at all. But at that time when he was there, he was the person, he was the man. The next thing I will explain is that he had the greatest qualities in his body, because he himself was the God, the deity. So I will discuss now about his qualities. This Rama progressed the dharma. Dharma means, I will say, dharma. That is karma. I will say the sense of the moral duty. He was always at the point of the moral duty. He did not like to spare, to live, or to sacrifice the good qualities of his life. He was the best caretaker of the moral values. Remember, today we remember him because of his ideal qualities, which are not available now in the public of the times. And that's why here I remembered this Lord Rama. I don't want to criticize anybody here, but I want to say that I should do something towards my hero, the best hero, towards my God, and that's why here I am talking about him. With this video, I will not criticize anybody, and that is not the motto of mine, that I will expect anything from anybody, but actually these qualities which were there with this Rama are not available with the people who are now living on this earth. So here this Rama did not think of his own personal benefits. Nowadays everybody is looking of his benefit. Everybody is working for benefit. But this gentleman, this God, did not think of his benefit, of his individual, I will say, individual selfishness. And in this way, he was the incarnation, the avatar, I will say, of the wonderful sacrifice. The sacrifice was there in his body, in his mind, and he had come with the sacrifice, and he showed that sacrifice to us, and that's why he became the greatest favorite hero of the Indian culture. Always he was the truth follower, means he always thought of the truth. He was a true person. He did not like the bad things. He did not like any kind of evil things, I will say. He was always with justice. He liked always justice. He was the ruler, he was the king of the justice. He did not harm to others. He gave shelter to others. That is the particular thing. But nowadays, all we people are against these qualities which were with the Lord Rama. Such a harmless human destroyed the existence of the demon, the Ravana. So remember, this Lord Rama destroyed, ended the existence of the demon, the Ravana. Because we know this Ravana was completely at the side of the badness, at the side of the evil. He was the demon of the dark qualities, and he always liked the dark qualities. And the dark qualities means, I will say, these are the qualities of the villain. And actually, he has been the wrong villain in the culture of our India. And that's why our Lord Rama defeated this Ravana. This Lord Rama was the human of only idealism. The perfection means the total humanity follower. He was the ideal son, he was the ideal brother, he was the ideal husband, he was the ideal friend, and he was the ideal king in his life. He brought always the balance between his emotions. Remember, this gentleman did not think of any emotion in his life. We people today are living only for the emotions. We are trying to fulfill our emotions. We are not thinking of the emotions of the other persons, but we are thinking of our emotions. This Lord Rama was completely opposite of this, opposite of the common man's feelings. He did not think of his own feelings. Remember, the Lord Rama did not think of his own feelings. He thought of the feelings of the subjects. He thought of the feelings of his colleagues, friends, and the relatives. He practiced always the similarity between the rich people and the poor people. Means he did not see any kind of controversial, matter between the poverty and the richness. Means the rich man was also very similar to him, and the poor man was also very similar to him. That is the great activity which we have seen in the personality of Lord Rama. The victory and glory never took him away from his moral duties. Remember, always this gentleman was doing his moral duties. Actually, the glory and the victory, these are the things which always make man blind. Because today we are looking that many persons are there who are getting the victory and who are getting the glory, and with these two they are going to the haughtiness and they are killing the limitations of the culture, and they are not thinking of the particular heritage which we have got from this Lord Rama. He was always honest and faithful to his wife. Remember, Sita, the mother Sita, the goddess Sita was his wife, and he was always faithful, honest to her. Even in the duration of her absence. Remember, when this mother Sita was not with him, he was always faithful. But nowadays we cannot see these qualities with this common man and common woman, I will say. Remember, I am not criticizing here, but actually the woman and the, man, the girl and the boy, their relations have been faithless. They are not honest to each other. That is the main point which I want to tell you here. The Lord Rama was a responsible king, a ruler to his subjects and to his duties. Means the duty was his life and his subject was his life. Means he was living for these two only. Nowadays we are looking that the family members are not thinking of the families. They are not, means relatives are not thinking of the relatives. That is the particular thing. And what is about this Rama, we can compare. He has been the robust warrior. Remember, robust warrior means he played the war very, very honestly, very, very ideally, without cheating anybody. So this Lord Rama was unmatched. Unmatched means there was no match to him. Means no person is there on this earth still. Means up to this time no person has taken a birth who will be compared with this gentleman. That is the reality. The Lord Rama lived for innocence. Innocence, remember, he was himself the innocent God. He lived his life only for innocence, and he ended completely the evils. Means he was innocent, but he was understanding very nicely the evil activities which were happening in those days. He was prudent and silent. Means he was the silent personality. He was the prudent personality. Means he was thinking everything. He was doing the kingdom also very nicely, and he was putting his relations with his relatives also very nicely. Means he was really the prudent personality. In his hardships, in his injustice, means when the injustice happened in his life, it means that when hardships came into his life, he was always prudent and silent. Means he did not become rather aggressive. Nowadays people are becoming aggressive if something is happen against their mind. Suppose they become very aggressive, but this activity, this quality was not there in his own character. He took always the thoughtful and permanent decisions for his public. Today also his decisions are very useful to our Indian culture. He lived not only for emotionlessness but also for the true duties. Remember, this gentleman did not like any kind of emotion. He was not giving importance to the emotion. He was giving importance to his duties. He has put his emotions away from his own duties, and that is the greatness which was there in his character in those days, and that's why only he has been our favorite hero. And today we are going to celebrate his Ramanavami, and on this special day I am remembering my God, and my God may give me the particular blessings. With this I am talking here. He followed always selflessness and sacrificialness. It means that he sacrificed his own kingdom and he went into the exile, I will say, for 14 years. That is the main important point. Means the luxurious life was zero for him. He did not think of the luxurious life. And nowadays we are killing our relations, we are killing our relatives, we are killing our friends only for the luxuriousness. That is the difference which we can see in us and our Lord Rama. So he lived his life only for the word of his father, and only for that word he went into the exile. That is the particular quality of this gentleman. He gave values to others' needs. Means we give values to our needs and we do not think of others' needs. But this gentleman gave importance to others' needs and he put his own needs away, and he gave importance to the persons who are around him. And that's why his needs were very useless for him, because he wanted to give us the examples that my people, means after my death, my people also should follow all these qualities. But no one has followed these qualities, and all the world is running now in the darkness. Everybody is really the warrior without any kind of guide. That is the situation which is there running with this, I will say, the man of the world. He has been a timeless model for the whole world. Remember, at last I have come to the end of my lecture. So remember, this Lord Rama has become the timeless model. Timeless model means, I will say, unlimited model, means from generations to generations he will be remembered, means no one will forget this gentleman, means the whole world will remember him because his knowledge, his character, his qualities are really very great qualities. I will explain here. That's why I will tell you that his life is not only the mythological existence, because many people are understanding, or many peoples are there who understand that this Rama was the imaginary character, he was actually the mythological figure, mythological existence, but it is not the reality. He was there and he was living his life in those days, and that's why he gave us the best qualities which just I told you. But it is the guide to get respect, power and great duties. So remember, if we want the particular, I will say, respect in the society, power in the society and great duties in the society, so for these qualities we should remember our Lord Hero, and that Lord Hero is Lord Rama. So remember, today is the Ramanavami, and on this special day I remembered my God, I remembered my favorite hero, and that's why I spoke about him these few words